All right. And we back with another episode of Hey, I'm Just Asking. And today, since I started off with the DC Legends, I gave y'all Rayful Edmond. So it's only right that today I give you Wayne Silk Perry, DC's top enforcer. Like him, love him, or hate him, one of the most notorious gangsters to run the streets of DC. In the late 80s, early 90s, ruthless. Mr. Get you the fuck up out of there. A professional killer. The headshot king. The killer for hire. Some say murder was his calling. If Wayne knew you was weak, you was food. And he would put you on that long list of victims that he either robbed or killed. If you was riding around in D.C. with flashy cars, looking like big money, with no street cred, man, Wayne would jack you just because he felt like you didn't deserve it. Go sit back on the porch. If he robbed you, you was lucky. His expertise was to leave you in a body bag. He was called the Michael Jordan of the murder gang. The way he plotted and executed his crimes was considered genius, calculated and smooth, earning him the nickname Silk. Bank robberies, extortion, kidnapping, and the headshot king. Rumored to have 100 bodies on his body count. Man, killing witnesses. He hated rats. And how ironic that a rat took him down. But let's go back to his body count. They say he has 100 body count. 100 bodies or more on his body count, man. Petty gang. Man, he would do stuff like gamble with rigged dice and get in them high-stake card games with marked cards, man. Then with that 100 bodies, you know that Wayne Perry killed more than Ted Bundy, and John Wayne Gacy. What's that Bama name? John Wayne Gacy combined. Now go do your homework on Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy. And then you could just imagine how ill Wayne Perry was. Was he the most feared? Okay, now with DC feels some type of way about that. But I'm going to answer that question. But I just wanted to break it down a little bit. Man, DC, Devil's Court, like I told y'all, man, it's plenty of killers and gorillas here. But to say he was the most feared, I would have to say yes. He was the most feared for two reasons. Number one, he was the most known. So, like, if to see him, to know, it's death out here. And then number two, the work he put in, 100 bodies, man, nobody's gonna never get near that without getting caught. So you had to know how mean he was. So, yeah, I will give him the most feared. But, man, that one also wound up being his downfall. Is when he met Alpo. Man, Alpo Martinez. All right, so look. When Alpo came to D.C., man, Ray was still on the streets. So all that king of DC and Alpo ran DC. Nah, that's not true. That's not true. Even when Ray went to jail. But anyway, Wayne was in jail. Nobody was fucking with Wayne. He petty gang. Go check my blogs on petty gang. He petty gang. So man, people wasn't fucking with him. He was in jail. So when Alpo came to DC, we was laughing at that Bama, man. We was laughing at him. Alpo? Why he named himself after dog food? So we used to laugh. And then a Northwest homie schooled me on, man. That was his code name for the plug. Dog food. I was still green at the time. I didn't get it. But yeah, my homie, he put me on Alpo. But anyway, hey, look, DC gonna lean on you. Ain't no setting up shop if you wasn't linked in. Devil's Court wasn't having that back then. So you had to be linked in. So that's where Shorty Pop, Burry Farms, Southside, Southeast always in the mix when it comes to the city. Man, that's another blog. So anyway, so Pop convinced Alpo to get Wayne out of jail. And once he did that, man, it was over. Because Alpo now has the muscle. Wayne with his crew and Alpo with the work, man, they was like Mike and Scotty out there. With Wayne being Mike. But the city was fucked up with Wayne for riding with an outsider against the city. Man, DC didn't respect Alpo and carried him over females, trying to kill him, even on Wayne's watch. So WP had to put their work in to eliminate all of Alpo's enemies. Being loyal to Alpo, man, was Wayne's downfall, man. And DC made it his business to let him know, man, they wasn't fucking with that. And they told him so. But unfortunately, it was too late. Man, when Rat Post snitched on Wayne, man, he told about 8 bodies on Wayne, man. DC was trying to give Wayne Perry the death penalty, man. Capital punishment. Man, they was trying to kill Wayne until he pleaded guilty to 5 counts of murder. Sentenced to life in prison, man. At ADX Florence. Supermax. Spending 23 hours on lockdown in one of the most harshest prisons in the country, man. Considered to be a cleaner, a cleaner version of hell. Hey, so was it worth it? Now let me tell y'all about this crime, right? When you do crime, it's only 2 outcomes. Either you gonna go to jail or you gonna get killed. Or 3 outcomes. It could be both. So with him, man, not only did he go to jail, he's a dead man breathing. Like you gonna spend the rest of your life in prison, man. He's a dead man breathing. And like, even for me to do this blog, man, this is a slippery slope, because this is like plucking at a scab. You opening old wounds, man, because Wayne Perry destroyed so many families in DC, man. He ran through the city, man, and did his dirt and destroyed so many families. And then what makes it worse, for the rat that ratted on him, Rat Po. Oh, I'm going to give y'all the DC version of Alpo, too. What we think about him. But yeah, man, so he was forever will spend the rest of his time in prison, man. But also at the same time, man, what makes it crazy about it, I'm going to say this. Any man can change. And by him being in prison, man, he linked in with Allah. And now he has a positive message. Right? So anybody can change their life. But man, it's like it's a bitter sweet pill when it comes to Wayne Perry. Because he went against the city, man. For an outsider. And people either lost their lives, man, or they doing life behind bars, or big time behind bars, man. So I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. Wayne Silk Perry, WP, DC's top enforcer? Hey, I'm just asking. Like this video, share this video, comment on this video, and subscribe.